Greetings, Sentinels fans! Today I want to lean into the lore a little bit more. So, let's talk about Expatriette, one that I really like. Today I will voice a grumpy woman. Just the role I was always meant to play. My life has been plagued by supers. An accident of birth, or a mistake in science, or an accidental touch with the otherworldly, and suddenly, these people are infused with abilities beyond that of their peers. Skill, training, and work means nothing in the face of blind luck. Lady Luck did not look kindly on me. I'm Amanda Cohen, daughter of Dawn Cohen, Citizen Dawn. She is one of the most powerful people on this planet, able to use light energy to heal or to destroy. And she decided that she wanted to destroy. Other people of power flocked to her banner, to her hidden kingdom on Insula Primalis. And from there, she would occasionally make efforts to expand into the rest of the world. My father and his wife joined her, becoming citizens Pain and Gain. Then, Mom decided that she wanted a child, and one with the kind of power to succeed her. No, she didn't want a child. She wanted an heir. Citizen Pain, Dad, was the one she selected to have this child. Neither he nor his wife had any say in the matter. And what she got was me. I had promise. I was born with naturally purple hair. Clearly, powers must have transferred over. In time, I would grow into my strength. We were sure of it. Time passed. Nothing changed. More time passed. Hope turned to worry. Worry turned to impatience. Impatience turned to scorn. On an island full of supers, born to and raised by the most powerful woman on Earth, and I got nothing. Just purple hair. Purple fucking hair. When it became clear that I would not gain the power to conquer nations, Mom lashed out in anger. I was a failure, a worthless normal human. Desperately trying to find some ability I would manifest, she raised her hand and blasted me in the face, tearing away my eye. Dad tried to stop her, to get her to back off. They got into a fight. Mom killed him. Dad. And of course, Citizen Gain, his wife, fought back. She didn't fare any better. I'm out of allies. Dawn is going to kill me. I just know it. I need to get out of here. I need a plan. Okay. I can get weapons. Hunters come here all the time to go after the dinosaurs. I can take their guns, fix up a few of them, and I can defend myself. Now how do I get off the island itself? None of the adults will help, and the kids will rat me out. But, if I don't give them time to think... Citizen Gate. Regina. She can teleport long distances. I'll make her get me out of here. Regina, hold up. I need to talk to you.
Amanda, what do you need?
How far can you teleport yourself and another person?
I haven't tested that out. Look, Amanda, Citizen Dawn is angry, and I don't want to make things worse. I shouldn't be talking to you.
Well, that's too bad now, isn't it?
Oh god, where did you get that gun?
That doesn't matter. What does matter is that you are going to teleport me to the mainland, or else Jane here takes her first victim.
Now?
Yes, now. I don't have time, and neither do you.
Okay, just don't point that thing at me.
Her name is Jane, and you have 10 seconds.
Okay, just somewhere in the mainland. Let's go.
Where are we?
I don't know, but judging from that cornfield over there, maybe somewhere in the Midwest?
Good. We are far away. They probably won't find me, even if they bother looking.
You can go if you want. I need a place to rest before I go back. My powers need to recharge.
I wouldn't worry about that.
Why?
Because I can't have you telling them where I am.
Wait, what?
I'm sorry, Regina. You were one of the ones I didn't hate. The next few years have me moving around the country, taking any mercenary work I can get. I took special enjoyment in hunting down supers and showing just how weak they can be. No matter how strong or how fast you are, a bullet can still take you down. And if a bullet isn't enough, I can find a way. Now, of course, any enterprising hitman will eventually make their way to Rook City. In time, I would become familiar with the broken windows and grimy streets of the city. I incorporated myself into the seedy framework of the criminal underbelly and went to work. I ran afoul of both the criminal supers of the city and the heroes that fight them. But then, one day, I had a contract to eliminate a blind old man who worked as a car mechanic. Easiest job in the world, right? A measly fixer. Well, as I was about to put a bullet in him from across the street, he figured out that I was there, waved, and went out of sight. Blind my ass, I thought, before going inside to finish the job. He was a tough old bastard, though. Couldn't get a good shot off in the scuffle, and while he never struck me, easily disarmed me and dismantled my guns. I stood, tired, and with my guns scattered in pieces around me, and he was no worse for wear. I could feel his blank eyes on me, and he asked, "Why are you here? Why do you do what you do?" I have heard those words from many wannabe shrink or clueless old man, but for some reason it stuck this time. This blind old man who just handed my ass to me, someone who, as far as I could tell, had no power whatsoever, had just taken the position of strength and used that position to better me. Was I doing this wrong? Was I just lashing out at the world to block out my own anger and pain? I needed to think. I left Rook City for a time. The cesspool of crime and corruption wasn't a good place to think about my own morality. I needed to see supers who were powerful, but not selfish. I went to Megalopolis and met the Freedom Five. What I found was many people who do believe in altruism. They strive to make the world better, not just through fighting, but through their own projects as well. Even Absolute Zero, the most rightfully cynical of the group, still believes in doing the right thing. And it wasn't just the Freedom Five. Many other heroes were there, congregating together to provide their own help. Their staff are devoted to these people and work hard to assist them. I even met Felicia, Paul's daughter. She has basically everything I ever wanted. Her own powers and a loving family. And she has turned out wonderfully. I envy her. I stayed with them a while, assisting where I can. They accepted my help, and even offered to upgrade my equipment for more non-lethal options. However, I decided not to stay for too long. Having a daughter of a terrorist, an expatriate, and a known murderer on their team would not be a good look. However, I could always count on them for help if I needed it. For now, I returned to Rook City. It was around then when I first met Pete. He walked in on one of my exploits in foiling some robbers. I accidentally shot him too, but thankfully, he didn't hold that against me. He's a sweet guy. We worked surprisingly well together. We became friends and actually started dating. In a lot of ways, I don't deserve him. For him, doing the right thing is effortless. Things go wrong around him all the fucking time, and yet, he always has a cheerful attitude, and is always putting others before himself. Of the two of us, he's the real hero, not me. But I do what I can. Things looked up when I met Pete, but there was always something bad. The blind mechanic who set me on the path to bettering myself had also went in to clean up the filth that was Rook City, and he did good work. But he paid the price. Harry Slim Walker, Mr. Fixer, died fighting the evil that I fed into long ago. I will follow his example, though I doubt I could ever make things right. But not long after, maybe about a year or so, I visited his grave, only to find it dug up and his body missing. I couldn't believe it. This city murdered this good man and they won't even let him rest in peace. Me and Pete enlisted the help of Rook City's paranormal investigator, Night Mist, and we tracked Fixer's body to the Himalayas, to the Temple of Zhulong. Fixer himself had been revived and made into a machine of violence under the control of the sorcerer. We put our efforts to free him from that control, though there were a few issues along the way, and Fixer came back not quite right. Still, the four of us decided to stick together and fight the criminal city as a group, instead of going it alone. If the night holds dangers, we will be a dark watch. Some days we beat back the organization, other days we silence the cult of gloom. We would soon be joined by Harpy, Night Mist's apprentice, and we frequently find ourselves working with other heroes, like Alpha. Dark Watch would work at the city for some time. I would fight alongside my friends, and many other heroes against loads of foes. I even fought my mother a few times. However, nothing really prepared us for Oblivion. Progeny was scary enough, and when it tore through Rook City, it even sent the chairman of the organization into hiding. But Progeny was just a taste of the problems we would face. Oblivion and his scions descended on Rook City like a plague. We fought back hard, but we were outmatched. The scion, Darkmind, scrambled the minds of both me and Pete. He lost the cornerstone of his whole personality, his empathy. I lost my memories of him, losing the best influence I have in my life. One of the few things stopping me from returning to my murderous ways. It was ghastly. Someday, I need to thank Lillian for saving us from that fate. Now, however, there is more to do. We are losing. No matter how many people we bring, no matter how many favors we call in, no matter how much firepower or cosmic energy or fucking magic we bring into this, we just can't beat them. Faye gave us pathways to allies, but we can't be certain how many of them will answer the call, or how many will turn against us. I do know one person with the kind of power that could level the playing field, though I don't know if she will help me. I've snuck aboard her ship, and maybe, just maybe, I can convince her to help. Okay. Wish me luck, Pete.
Who goes there?
Mother?
Amanda. This is a surprise. Where are your friends? Where are your guns?
I don't need them.
Really? I knew you were brash, but I never thought you were stupid.
Mother, I am not here to fight. I am here to talk.
The world is falling apart around you, and you want to waste your time talking to me?
I am trying to save the world, and me, as well as many others, are looking for allies.
Well, you aren't doing a good job if I'm your first stop. Why should I help you?
Simple. If Oblivion wins, you go down as well. The entire universe goes down.
Let it go down. Why should I bother with a world that has done nothing for me? I try and leave a mark on the world, and it rebuffs me at every turn. I create a kingdom where superpowers can develop and grow, but whenever I try and expand the kingdom, I am rebuffed. I try to keep the kingdom going beyond me and siring an heir, and I end up with you, a weakling who is unfit to rule. I look to the future, and I see nothing but ruin for my kingdom. When I am gone, so are the citizens.
Is that all I am? An extension of you?
You were supposed to be. You haven't been that since you left.
Well, it is unfortunate that you don't understand, and probably never will understand. But I am your daughter. After everything is said and done, that won't ever change. You left your mark on me, as much as both of us would love to deny that. I am here, not as your heir, not as your enemy, not as your subject. I am simply a daughter who wants just one thing from her mother. There is so much in this world I still want. I don't want to lose it.
If I were to participate, I do have my kingdom to think about. I can't guarantee how much I can give.
Any help you can provide would be great.
On one condition. Once this is all over, once the dust has settled and the world returns to normal, I wish to be left alone.
Oh?
You and your friends should not bother looking for me. I want some peace and quiet and maybe read a damn book. I want you and your friends to leave me alone.
I believe that could be arranged.
Then I believe we're done here.
I think so.
And Amanda?
What?
I don't want to see you ever again.
The feeling is mutual. Goodbye, Mom.
Goodbye, Amanda.
She was good to her word. She joined the battle, fighting off progeny and other scions for a long while before disappearing. Oblivion kept coming, but we managed to survive. We managed to win. So with the threat gone, we returned to Rook City. Me, Pete, Harry, and Lillian. Unfortunately, we lost Faye. But the work never ends. The city still needs fixing, so Darkwatch will remain to protect the city from itself. But in the end, I observed as one family broke apart, so I made my own family. It isn't perfect, but I wouldn't have it any other way. Alright, now before we go, I think I'll give a few personal thoughts about this character. I'm not going to touch on her new deck too much because that's another video. I like Expatriette, which is something I wouldn't have thought since I have a bit of a distaste for Punisher-style characters. Ones with a very simple morality and lean towards brutal lethality to get things done. It's an approach to crime fighting that I tend to find repugnant. Expat does buck this trend though, as she starts as kind of a bad person, but met just the right people to move her away from that path. Her relationship with Setback helps to reinforce this direction too, as Setback's selfless qualities can rein in her more nasty tendencies. Personality aside though, I love characters who thrive even when they are at a disadvantage compared to the rest of the world. Her methods are purely mundane, not even fancy gadgets like some rich people can have, but she uses her skills and intelligence, and sometimes her ruthlessness, to even the playing field, so she can compete against those with superpowers. Her ability to work as a team leader only makes her more awesome, as her tactical talent has her work really well with other heroes. Anyway, it is time to go. Have a great day and take care, friends. So I got a nosebleed shortly before doing this, so I hope that doesn't affect my recording. Also, I've been congested for the past 2 weeks, so I'm trying really hard not to sound like a like a wreck. You ready?
I'm looking over the script real quick.
Okay.
I just needed to whisper.
I'm sorry, Regina. You were one of the ones I didn't hate.
That bitch! Why?
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure about this one. Because